Let's see. Off the opener, it's a little too risky to keep. We're gonna send this. I mean, yeah, we have every copy of Sedgemoor Witch in hand. But if this was like Daily Dispute, I'd keep. But a little, just too risky. Alright, this one we'll keep. We'll put Onyx on the bottom. Go ahead and just immediately get the Eyetwitch going. This way, if we draw another untapped land, we can go hunt for specimens. If not... Alright, we draw all the Woodland Chasms here, except for one more still in deck. Arena Sustenance. So we're against probably the Rune deck. That's red, white, green. In which case, we'll just immediately grab Containment Breach here. Alright, opponent gets the Runeforged Champion. Alright, well, we got the Tend the Pests combo for the Woe-Eater in hand. We're holding back the Eyetwitch to block Runeforged Champion if it does come in, even though it's going to probably trample over and kill it, but that way we'll be able to get another answer spell against the opponent. Alright, super trample on the champion there. And a Reign of Truth. It's a lot of damage coming in. Again, we're just jump blocking here so that way we can get another answer card. But actually, I think what we really need is to make sure we hit our lands. So we're going to go for Sciences. Of course, we hit the land. But that's fine. That is fine. We get rid of the Reign of Truth. And we'll attack it. So not only do we destroy the Reign of Truth, preventing it from pumping the Runeforged Champion even more for another big attack, but we also managed to get ourselves a lot of little pest tokens. While, yes, this does trample over them, if we need to, we can still just block, soak damage, and then gain life off them. Next turn, we'll be able to get down this Woe-Eater, have the land available for Tend the Pests, and that's going to give us a board of these 1/1 tokens. And that is a very dangerous state the opponent has set up for themselves. Let's see, actually, I think what we're going to do instead of setting up that, I think we go hunt for the Specimens. Get rid of Scalds, so that way they don't get the +1/+1 counter treatment. It's a little too dangerous to let them have it. But then again, actually going Necrotic Fumes, a little better. In case the opponent really snaps off, I'm holding a ton of blockers back here. If we attacked in, we could have been threatening lethal, but at the same time, the opponent having showdowns here means that they could be threatening lethal against us as well. Also, by playing what we did, we're forcing the opponent to bring another champion from the side deck, or the exile cards, to play instead of playing the showdown. Alright, opponent's getting lifelink on the champion, which is a little troublesome for us. Kura here, though, does say we have Death Touch. So we'll bring that to the board. Opponent has the answer to Kura, though. I probably should have gone for the Woe-Eater combo. Because if they went for that, we would have still been able to sacrifice it in response, make them discard, we gain 2 life, and draw a card. And then also get 7 1/1s. I was thinking we could go for the chump block kind of situation. Alright, it's probably going to grab maybe a Rune of Speed here. No, they get more trample. Probably apply it to this champion. Okay, so they're going all in on that champion there. Because they're trying to get as much life as they can. We're going to sacrifice a couple of these. We need to make sure we don't go too low on life. Alright, there it is. Binding the Old Gods. Gets rid of this huge champion. If we do manage to get ourselves another learn, we do have another Containment Breach in the side deck. Jeez, another showdown. That's showdown number 3 for the opponent. Thankfully, one of them was forced to stay in exile. Oh, and they get to touch the spirit again. That's rough. Michiko's Ring of Truth does pump this a bit, but it doesn't have trample, so we just use a 1-block against it and be fine. That's not fine. We'll take that too. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Right. Get rid of the Hallowed Haunting. Hallowed Haunting is a priority must-remove type card. I'm a little worried that we might still get blown out by the Showdown of the Scalds +1/+1 counters. Because if they play another Rune Forge champion, they can get the Rune of Might from their graveyard, and they always still have the possibility of just drawing into another Rune of Might. Alright, that's going to give them even more +1/+1 counters. They have trample, we lose. It's as simple as that. They have trample, we lose. Alright, no trample, we get another turn. Get another land. Bring Woe-Eater to the board. We'll attack with Witch, and we're going to hold up the rest for blocking. Let's dip on a hand that's instant speed right now. I guess it could be running Wandering Emperor, but you don't really see that in the enchantment deck. Oh, they might have another one of these in their hand, so maybe the channel giving them priority. So if they put lifelink on this, if it doesn't gain trample, we can just block and Tend the Pests here, but... Alright, we block like so. Alright, that's 4 damage. That's not enough to kill it. Alright, opponent's giving us the GG's. We'll sacrifice this. Get ourselves a whole bunch of 1/1 tokens. This way, if they do actually have a way to prevent us from getting lethal on the attacks. Oh, there we go. We got Massacre finally. And there we go. Yeah, we managed to outvalue the opponent. And if you actually look at how many cards the opponent went through, they went to the bottom 30 of their deck while we were still in, 40 cards left in ours. The deck just churns through cards really quick. But with black-green, we actually had an answer for the Hallowed Haunting. We also managed to kill a couple of their Runeforge champions that they spun up really large. So it was a good performance of our deck against the top deck there. It's a little risky, but I'm greedy. I want to try it. The reason why I say it's risky is we don't have anything we can really do to interact against the opponent until turn 4. Alright. So I place the Swarm Shambler, so if we target any of their cards with a +1/+1 counter on it, they get to get a 1/1 token for it. Alright, next turn it looks like we're just gonna use the Massacre here. I think Goro is a newer card. So for 2 mana, you get 2/2. That's a legendary creature that you spend a red. All their creatures will gain haste. It's a really powerful card. Ornric Ooze, unfortunately, is a card that will keep growing whenever it attacks. So we get the Woe-Eater on board. Hope the opponent doesn't have a black removal spell for it. During our upkeep, we're going to put a stop. So that way we can sacrifice this to Tend the Pests. Or maybe not. Maybe we just let this one go. Oh, the partners. Alright. If they attack in, that'll just be a trade. And I'm fine with trading this. Because we use Binding, get rid of the partners. Alright. We missed the land drop, otherwise I would say we just, you know, Meathook Massacre them, but missing that land drop actually does kind of hurt. Alright, Kumano Faces of Kakazan. Not too worried about that card, more worried about what they play after. Still missed our land drop. This time, we're going to probably sacrifice this one. I mean, I probably actually should just Meathook for 2, but I know I want to try to save Meathook for it when they put the partners back on board. Just because I want to make sure partners are always off the board. All right, Flame Discharge for the opponent. It's a new X burn spell. It only hits creatures or players, but was an answer and that they needed. Alright, Kura here, though, if it dies, will give us a 6/6 token. Because we almost always choose a token over the lands. I have to admit, the opponent's playing a very unique deck. They're playing a modifying style deck, where they're all about putting +1/+1 counters on things. It says whenever a creature controlled the +1/+1 counter on attacks, each opponent will lose a life. We are actually dead. Oh, wait, no, we aren't. No, we aren't. Not yet. We're not dead yet. Alright, so we Meathook. We do it for 2. This will give us back 3 life. And because I'm worried about the opponent playing another haste creature, I'm holding back on the defense. My opponent just scoops it up there. They're not willing to try to play it out anymore. This hand is not very useful. We have all the sacrifice outlets, but no creatures. While we can play these to draw without having a creature, I don't know if we want to keep this, so we'll hit Mulligan. This is a lot better. Probably we'll put the Meathook Massacre on the bottom. Don't get me wrong, Meathook Massacre is one of those important cards against a lot of decks, but kind of going with the idea, I want to try to see how much more use we can get out of this Woe-Eater. It's been proving very useful. Just waiting on the opponent to decide to keep their hand, I guess. We're going to have to put 1 card on the bottom, which is why I'm saying we'll just put Meathook on bottom. We do have 3 copies of Meathook in the deck. Hopeful Initiate is kind of an annoying card against us. But if the opponent's playing Hopeful Initiate, they're basically mono green. I mean mono white. I don't know why I said green. They're mono white. I'm gonna grab Necrotic Fumes. Probably should have just grabbed Pest Summonings in all honesty, but I want the Necrotic Fumes just to have an answer against all of their random exiling based type cards. That's annoying because we do have a lot of non-creature spells we play with. Example. We'll hold back on the blocks. Fortunately, I really should have just held back on the blocks that turn because it would have prevented Hopeful Initiate from attacking in, because we could always double blocked it. Spellbinder, alright. Good. I'll be honest, I'm fine with them grabbing that, because I wanted to be able to cast Deadly Dispute this turn. We're going to go for a chump block here and use Deadly Dispute. Alright, Binding the Old Gods is a good draw for us. And we'll just play it right away. We're going to get rid of this Hopeful Initiate. While Thalia is taxing us and is annoying that way, it is legendary, so they can only ever have one in play. If they have a backup in hand, they can just replay it. By getting rid of the Initiate, we're also preventing that from growing more. Really, opponent? Can't we just get a break from you going bomb to bomb? Alright, we're going to take the hit. Get ourselves a Chasm here. Bring up the Woe-Eater from hand and an Eyetwitch. This might prevent the opponent from attacking it. Really a Paladin class now. And they can immediately activate it. This is painful. Alright. If we jump block this now, we won't have another blocker for it next turn where they activate Paladin class. But we can just grab the enchantment removal, Containment Breach, sacrifice, grab Pest Summoning. Still have to hold back on the blocks. Get rid of Containment Breach. Opponent literally just goes bomb after bomb on us, like having just the right answers. Alright, we have to block. If we don't, we're dead. Our best draw right now is Meathook Massacre that we put on the bottom. There's two others that we could draw. Fortunately, I don't think this gets us through it. Because even if we play Pet Summonings, block two things, they still have lethal against us. So no, they got it. I was trying not to keep the Meathook, and I really should have. We keep this hand. Multiple Deadly Disputes, Eyetwitch start. It's actually really good. Alright, Naturalist for the opponent. Play the land, pass the turn. We're just holding back the Eyetwitch so that we can block, sacrifice it to a Deadly Dispute. Generous Visitor. Alright, opponent's getting a very good opening hand. Alright, putting the counter on Visitor. It's actually smarter than to do that considering we're about to blow up this Naturalist. Sacrifice this. Get ourselves Containment Breach. And we immediately go for the Containment Breach. Next turn, we can go for the Shambling Ghast on the board with Sedgemoor Witch. going to say no blocks. I'm going to take the damage this turn. Because I want more things to sacrifice for the Witch. Actually, Daemogoth Woe-Eater seems like a really good draw for us. We'll put that to the board. This way, if the opponent doesn't have an answer to remove it, this is one, a huge blocker. So prevent them from really getting aggressive this turn. Two, we actually have the Tend the Pests, Plumb the Forbidden, and Sedgemoor Witch combo. Alright, another Rain of Truth for the opponent. That does actually get Generous Visitor large enough to kill the Woe-Eater if it was to come in. We'll just take the hit. It's a little risky, but we'll just take it. Sacrifice here. Go land, bring out the Witch. Well, also bring out Shambling Ghast. And pass it back. The reason why I bring out Shambling Ghast is just to give it an extra chump blocker against the opponent. We are planning on using Tend the Pests here. Showdown. Big draw for the opponent there. We need to find an answer for this Generous Visitor. The only answers we have for the Generous Visitor is our Professor Onyx and I'm blanking on the other card's name at the moment. Right. I'm gonna tend some pests here. The ancient ones or whatever, the saga. So this is going to make the opponent discard a card. We'll get to draw a card, and we'll also get ourselves a bunch of little 1/1 tokens. Alright. Bring the gas to the board. Play the land, and we're just going to pass. We're just hoping the opponent doesn't get any trampled. I mean, this is a trampler, but we're just hoping that they don't get the trampled rune to put on Generous Visitor. Alright, so they're just going to play out what they can out of the exile. I imagine they're going to attack in with most of their board here. And in doing so, they'll be able to get a draw trigger from this wedding announcement that they're playing right now. Let's see. Well, what we're going to do is we're just going to block everything. And we're going to draw a bunch of cards. So we're going to Plumb the Forbidden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to draw 10 cards. Actually, we're going to draw 11. I just realized, actually, I just made 10 sacrifices here. Get ourselves a bunch of tokens. And thanks to sacrificing these Shambling Ghast, we'll have extra mana for the turn. So if we draw Professor Onyx and the other Plumb the Forbidden, we win. The opponent has nothing they can do being in their tapped out state. I ordered the triggers wrong. I killed myself. Oh wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. I just thought, like, oh no, I accidentally just killed myself. Thankfully, I didn't do that. We're going to also Deadly Dispute one of these. Because we didn't get the other Plumb the Forbidden. Okay, so we failed to draw another Plumb the Forbidden. Let's see. Bring Professor Onyx out. We do have the ability to jump block for days. bring this out. Hunt for specimens. I'm just trying to drain a little bit of life from the opponent, just because I'm a little worried we'll get ourselves killed if we don't. We'll grab a containment breach. We can't use it right now. Oh, I should actually try the plus here. Ooh, Meathook. Alright, we're just trying to set up so that way we have so much on the board that the opponent can't necessarily get through the lethal. Fortunately, we did whiff on... discard all the lands that come into play tapped. I don't need another forest. Discard an Eyetwitch. I guess I don't need this necrotic thing. Okay, let's see. How many cards do we have to discard? 1, 2. I think I might have selected too many cards, right? I'm not sure. What's our hand size? Our hand size is 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There. It's kind of hard to pick between all the cards that were there. Alright, opponent manages to go into another showdown. The only thing we're trying to avoid the opponent having is just another trample spell. Alright, no trample spell for the opponent. I don't think they're doing runes. Like, this opponent doesn't seem to be doing the runes. So, we might be able to get through this. Because that means we don't have to worry about the opponent getting a lifelink. But then again, that's just a huge body. Let's see, we can dedicate one blocker there, one blocker there, one blocker there. That's 3. Oh, we just let Onyx die in this case. That's fine. Let's see. We can just chump 1. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we'll have lethal this way. Because we just went with Meathook Massacre. So yeah, this is a case where the opponent's not running runes, and there you are, a turn late. Oh well. Let's see, so we'll play this. We'll destroy this. And we Meathook for 1. That should be enough. The machine gun. So this one here, I think has a very strong ability to compete, and I think even making a 3rd Kura in the deck is a worthwhile craft. Now, there is also the possibility that you say you may want the 3rd Professor Onyx, but I think what you really are looking for is just the payoffs here for Tend the Pests more than the Professor Onyx itself, because we do have the Meathook Massacre. That's another way to win, thanks to the generating all the little tokens, and you can just kill them all off and win that way. Kura itself also is a flying 4/4 death touch threat, that if the opponent doesn't have the answers for, can just close out a game just by flying and winning. And as long as the opponent doesn't exile it, assuming, all right, so we play Kura, say we only have the 5 mana, we play it, and it dies in a block trade, or someone uses a destroy mechanic, you're still getting at least a 5/5 token out of it. Every single time we've actually played this and it's died, we've typically been getting a 6/6 token out of it. And that 6/6 token has been putting a lot of value on the board and winning games also. So definitely a worthwhile card, and I think this is very good. The Daemogoth Woe-Eater also was putting in a lot of work, not only as a Tend the Pests combo card, but just because we play it to the board, opponent tries to go for a removal on it, and we use things like the Deadly Dispute to sacrifice it in response. Get the extra draw value out of it, making the opponent discard, and using up even more of their resources. So I definitely think Daemogoth Woe-Eater works extremely well with this deck idea. If you wanted to, I wouldn't say anything bad about it by going down one Woe-Eater for another Kura, because Kura is definitely a, like I said, a powerhouse in the deck. The Finding the Old Gods also definitely a needed card in the deck as a removal. Thankfully, this is just an uncommon, so it's easy to make for the deck. Having Woodland Chasms as a snowland, also a big part of the deck, because that way you can search out the black sources. Because this only searches for forest cards, but this gives you a black-green that you can search from the deck. The card Hunt for Specimens puts in a lot of work, thanks to the containment breaches being in the side deck, or even the necrotic cubes. And pest summonings also, just to go wider on the board. This card just instantly giving you access to the side deck has been helping a lot, thanks to all the relevant enchantment and artifacts to target with. So, I mean, this is one of the nice things about this deck. It has answers for everything, and you don't even have to immediately draw the answer. Because just drawing like an Eyetwitch and sacrificing it gives you access to the answers. Playing Hunt for Specimens immediately allows you to start your deck. So, deck definitely works out well, and would even suggest, if you want to compete, this is a worthwhile craft here. Only drawback to crafting is it does require a lot of mythics, and since it's 2 Professor Onyx, 2 Kura, and 3 Meathook Massacres. Overall, the number of rares you need for this deck isn't a whole lot. It's just the Sedgemoor Witch as the only rare in the actual like spell creature end. The only other rares that would be crafted would be the lands to help mana fix, but I think you could get away with not needing all of these if you want to just craft this and play it yourself. I would try to, get a couple of them just to make sure that you still have the mana fixing, but the Woodland Chasms itself, thanks to Finding the Old Gods, should help make sure you get your lands. Also, thanks to Eyetwitch going for environmental sciences, you can usually also help make sure you get your lands. The priority of the deck is needing black mana, only needing double green for Kura, so typically not too hard to get your lands on this. We do have as many forests as we do in the deck, partially because of the need for Kura, but also thanks to Finding the Old Gods. We want to make sure we can have enough land targets for us when we play these.
Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more content. If you'd like to join me while I stream, you can find me on Twitch, the link below. I hope to see you again in the next video, and have a nice one.